Turn to our big story of the day, the aftermath of the Purdue University shooting. 21-year-old Andrew Holt, a senior, was also a teaching assistant, was killed on campus. The gunman, 23-year-old Cody Cousins, allegedly shot him in the electrical engineering building. And while the investigation is still ongoing, police do not believe that this was a random act and that Bolt was targeted by Cousins. Now here's a timeline of the events from Tuesday. The shooting was reported at 12:03 yesterday afternoon, and a text alert was sent to all students and faculty soon after. Then a few minutes later, Cousins was taken into custody outside of the electrical engineering building by a West Lafayette police officer. At 1:15, Purdue finally tweeted the lockdown on campus was lifted, but the engineering building is still closed today, in addition to all classes being canceled.
And this morning, Raphael, the 23-year-old man accused of firing those fatal shots is waking up inside the Tippecanoe County Jail. Cody Cousins is behind bars, being held without bond, and will later this afternoon make his initial appearance before a judge. For more details on what we've learned about the suspect and the student tragically killed on campus, let's go now to RTV6 reporter Ann Kelly. She's standing by live on the Purdue campus with the very latest. Ann.
Good morning, Beth. Today, certainly a day of mourning here at Purdue University. As Raphael mentioned, classes are canceled here today. Grief counselors will be here on campus for students, faculty, staff, anyone who needs some help coming to terms with what happened here yesterday. This as funeral arrangements are made for 21-year-old Andrew Bolt, who police say was specifically targeted here at this building, at the electrical engineering building here on campus. Now, as far as the suspected shooter, we've learned that he came to Purdue from a small town near Dayton, Ohio. The Journal Courier reporting that, like his victim, he was a teaching assistant here on campus. Now, his victim, Andrew Bolt, was a senior here. He was set to graduate in spring, and classmates here at Purdue have described him as bright, gifted, simply a smart student. So no surprise then that he earned the Boy Scouts top honor back in high school, was an Eagle Scout, and made an impression on his teachers back at Marquette University High School in Milwaukee. Our affiliate there touched base with his old principal, who was at a loss for words.
Real truthful about it. I can't believe that, first of all, that there was a shooting at Purdue and that the victim is one of our graduates. Right now we're just in a state of shock.
And again, Bolt was shot dead in the basement of this building, the electrical engineering building here on campus. In fact, there is still yellow tape surrounding this building. It's on the doors as well, keeping people from coming inside. And, you know, since this shooting happened, we've learned a lot about the victim, about the suspects. But one thing we have not learned, that as of this morning, we still don't know the motive behind the shooting, why this happened in the first place. We're hoping to learn that in the coming days, as, again, the suspect, he will be Mr. Cousins, he will be Cody Cousins. He will be going before a judge today at 2:30 in the afternoon. And what happens there, we will have it all for you on our evening newscast. For now, though, we are live from Purdue University. Ann Kelly, RTV6.